The election's coming up. They know they're going to be the scapegoat. Facebook should not be figuring out what's true and what's fake. You should. These Facebook execs, they're saying they don't want to decide what's true and what's false. Anti-vax myths, distorted Pelosi videos, a conspiracy theory that a recent mass shooter was a supporter of Beto O'Rourke. They're feeling the heat here. They're feeling the heat of the elections coming up. They know they're going to be the scapegoat. And people are going to get grumpy with them and try and sue them again. But this is correct. Facebook should not be figuring out what's true and what's fake. You should. And I should. And we should be using our own minds and our own brains to just understand that in today's world, with social media, with platforms, we need to do our own due diligence to figure out what's actually true. And it's just, you can't trust the media anymore because the media's business is dead. They don't make any money. They've lost all of their credibility. And they have just they've succumbed to the system, which is the system is clicks and clickbaity titles so they can get their ad impressions because their businesses are completely upside down and underwater. So they've lost a lot of those kind of journalistic standards that we had come to know pre the platform era. And basically what that means is it really just comes down to the consumer and the individual to have to make up your own opinion. And you really kind of just need to second guess a lot of what you read out there. And that's unfortunate because it just means it puts more burden and more onus on the individual. But there really hasn't come up with an alternative to figure that out. And Facebook isn't going to do it. A content platform isn't going to do it. This is a service, right? I think if Facebook were smart, what they should do here is let me go pay $5 a month to have a service provider that I trust. And there's obviously a lot of political things in deciding who do you trust. And, you know, that trust is a very malleable word these days. But the point is, would I pay $5 a month if there's a variety of different service providers that could then do the accreditation to figure out are these articles true or not? And it's got to be a manual process, and you need just humans looking at it, doing the research and fact checking it. And then when you get into the nuances of it, then, you know, based on your ideological beliefs, political beliefs, then that's what makes it so difficult to kind of say, oh, is this absolutely correct or false or so on and so forth. But Facebook's never going to be able to do this properly. Zuckerberg in June said that he wants to be regulated. He wants the government to tell him. All Facebook should be figuring out is what's harmful or abusive content, not what is correct or incorrect information. Nope, that's not Facebook's job. Facebook could then get a marketplace of service providers, and that could be their job, but you're going to have to pay them money because that takes real work. But what Facebook should be policing is what's harmful, abusive, or threatening content. And then you can remove that. You can penalize the users that are posting that information and sharing it and so on and so forth. What Facebook is explicitly asking to be regulated on is what are those boundaries? Where do we cross the line of free speech when taking down abusive or hateful content? It's just like saying there's a fire in a movie theater. And if you do that, you can be arrested and you can get in trouble for that because you're kind of harming the public interest, right? And deliberately deceiving the situation. So that's a conversation and a debate that the country needs to have. And the FTC and our regulators should be helping to lead that charge. Unfortunately, they're abdicating that responsibility and not getting into this for whatever reason, which is unfortunate. But this whole thing about what's true or what's not true, Facebook's never going to figure that one out. And they really shouldn't be. Hi, this is Alex Mozed. Thanks for joining us on Winner Take All. If you enjoyed the content today, which I bet you did, please comment, subscribe, and definitely message me on Twitter when we're doing live streams. Also, please note, all opinions expressed about stocks or public companies on the show are exactly that, opinions. This is not investment advice. Don't act on it. WisdomTree licensed Applico's Platform Insights data product to aid in the creation of the PLAT ETF. Thanks for joining us.